There is so much negativity in the Black community that it needs to stop. We wonder why we're not getting our way. We wonder why police won't stop killing unarmed Black men and women. Because there's too much attitude in the Black community. There's too many people doing right and not enough people doing wrong. At least it seems that way. It seems like the number of people that admit that they contribute to their own situations are slim to none. There's an accountability issue in the Black community as we seek to get justice for all the lives that have been lost. We're not taking accountability for our own actions, like what leads the police into our neighborhoods to begin with. No, it can't be the crime rate. It cannot be the fact that there are more Black people killing Black people than there are Black people being killed by police officers. It can't be that reason. Or maybe it can, and yet we don't want to come to terms with what fact is fact. We want to run from it. And then we call it bashing when it comes from another Black person, like Black power. No, there is no Black power among a community that wants to continue to put the issues of that goes on inside of it on another race. Now, I don't care. You can say, oh, you want to be white, you're uneducated, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're Black, you're ugly. Well, to you, I probably am. And you know what? To each their own. But I have plenty of valid points about what's going on in the Black community. I speak from experience because I am Black. I speak from experience because I didn't know my skin color was going to be a problem until I got around little Black children who wanted to tease me for being dark-skinned. Boom. Colorism is another issue in the Black community that we don't want to discuss. But we want to label everybody as Black. Oh, you mixed, you Black. No. That's idiot logic. Logic that we're not afraid to carry around in the Black community because our minds are so narrow due to a lack of exposure, due to a twisted loyalty to people who really don't want to see us succeed. Family, friends, your neighbor, whoever. Anybody that can lead you into trouble obviously don't have their best for you. Anybody who wants to talk down obviously don't have their best for you in mind. What Black people are lacking, yeah, you're strong physically, but mentally, are you strong? No. And making it past obstacles, that doesn't make you strong. Knowing yourself makes you strong. Controlling your anger makes you strong. Controlling your frustration, inflicting blame on yourself makes you strong. These are things that makes you strong. Searching from within. Finding that strength within to carry on, regardless of who started the issue that you're dealing with. And then in the Black community, we would say, oh, white people are the ones started calling us names. Oh, well, how much are white people to blame if Black people keep it going? Like I said, the first thing someone talks about, a Black person talks about when they're arguing with another Black person, is how Black they are. Can't say nothing when the person is light-skinned because you seem to accept that, meaning Black community, meaning you. There's a lot of things going on in the Black community that until we address, nobody's gonna take us seriously. Oh my gosh. There's so many Black people dying by the hands of other Black people. But for some reason, Black people getting killed by the police officers is a much more serious issue. We divert our eyes away from the obvious because it's like, you know what, I ain't snitching on my people, and we all know somebody that's incarcerated. Let's not lie. Let's call a thing a thing. I am wrecking my mind. How can I heal people from their hurt? How can I inspire people to move along? But you know what I've realized, and what you need to realize, it's a personal choice to do better. And engaging in negativity and negative behavior, that is not saying I want to get better. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, paying more attention to what you're wearing than the thoughts that are going through your head and if you're processing them. That ain't, you know, it's not life. Like, I pause because it's like, you know what, I be forgetting what I'm thinking because there's so many thoughts racing through my head. So many things I want to tell the Black community as if I can't make another video. But it's like there are too many things that are wrong with our community than what is right with it. And it starts with each individual person person. There's something wrong with every black person in America, especially if they're supporting a movement in which they are blatantly ignoring black on black crime. And people say, oh, you know, they address black on black crime in the community. Well, why isn't the movement televised? Why doesn't the protest grow incredibly large, if not larger than the ones with the police officers? Why? Because we'd rather attach ourselves to a cause so we don't have to deal with our inner conflicts versus, you know, do something in which we'll feel sad about. You can't get through life doing that, black people. Eventually, there will come a time where you have to deal with yourself. Do you really have to be incarcerated to do that, to realize the error of your ways? Sure, nobody is perfect, but the truth is, as all black people tend to believe in God, you don't get rewarded for not learning a lesson. God will hold you in that lesson until you learn it. So perhaps if you are experiencing constant hurdles, it's because you're yet to deal with yourself. You're the issue. You're the issue. And so is the person next to you watching this video. So is the person you share this video with. And people who support the black community in our endeavors to seek equality in the justice system, they're a part of the issue too. They embody black culture. It's superior to theirs. Or they feel pity or feel guilty for something they had nothing to do with. So they latch themselves onto the black community, further enabling us with our self-entitlement attitude. Oh, I deserve equal rights. Never mind, blacks couldn't vote for the longest of time. Never mind, we couldn't walk in the same places as white people, let alone dine in them. Couldn't use the same bathrooms. Never mind that stuff. We can do that now. Okay, all that stuff, we have those privileges. But it's like you're still talking about inequality as if you don't. Just because black people are getting killed by the police, that doesn't give you any excuse to not deal with yourself. If you decided that, you know what, this is my calling to speak about injustice and inequality towards black people, then go forth and conquer. But there's a lot of people that are making you guys look bad because they're just down with the cause because they don't have anything better to do. And those are the people I have a problem towards. Stop contributing to things that you have nothing to do with because it just makes the whole movement look fake. I don't like the Black Lives Matter movement because I've seen more harm than good. And it's not like I'm looking for it. It's because it stumbles across my newsfeed or it stumbles across, the articles that I read. It's like, oh, the media don't put good stuff on there. Well, did you know Chicago went an entire week without black people or anybody getting killed? That's good. It's sad that that's good, but they published it. What does it matter if the media publishes it or not? It's not going on in the community for attention to be brought to it. It's not fair that people who have received a calling are doing it on their own when you can help out by changing your whole mindset, not allowing it to imprison you to where you do become a victim and need these services that's offered within the black community. You have to do things different, black people, because the definition of insanity, and there's a lot of insane black people out there, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And please know that I did not wake up one moment and get to this point because everything is of growth. But there cannot be a widespread change in the black community if there's not a change within each and every black person on this earth. All right, that's it. Rant over. Talk to you guys later. Bye.